Chosen one, hear me now, for time is no longer a distant horizon. The final step is drawing near, and I am calling you to stand in unwavering readiness. You have walked through storms, endured the stripping away of what you thought you needed, and yet here you are, still standing. This was not by your strength alone, but by my sustaining hand that refused to let you fall. Every battle you faced was a rehearsal for the moment that is now at your door. This moment carries the weight of generations, for your obedience will shift more than your own life. I have positioned you strategically so that when the call comes, you will not hesitate. This is not preparation anymore. It is activation. You have sensed the urgency without fully understanding its source, but I tell you it has been my spirit stirring your soul. The unease, the late-night awakenings, the sudden clarity in prayer, these were not random. They were signals that the season of waiting has reached its end. Heaven's agenda has moved to its final phase, and your part cannot be delayed. I am aligning circumstances at a pace the natural mind cannot track, and you will find yourself stepping into places you did not plan to enter. This is not coincidence, but orchestration. You are the vessel I have refined for this exact point in history. Do not look at your weakness. Look at my authority working through you. The voices that once questioned your calling will soon see that I was the one who chose you. You are not a product of human approval, but of divine selection. When I set my seal on someone, no hand can remove it, and no opposition can overturn it. The warfare that has trailed you was proof of the threat you are to the kingdom of darkness. Every attack was meant to distract you from recognizing the magnitude of what I placed inside you. But what the enemy used to break others, I have used to forge unshakable resolve within you. You will walk into this next moment with a clarity that fear cannot touch, and you will see that I was preparing you all along. Do not think that this final step will resemble the steps before it. It will require a speed of obedience you have never known, for delays will cost more now than they ever have. The opportunities that open in this hour will not linger indefinitely. They are set for those who move when I say move. The last season was about learning to trust me in the unknown. This one is about acting with certainty in the unseen. You will not have every detail when I call you forward, but you will have enough to know it is me. My sheep hear my voice, and they follow without turning back. The road ahead will demand focus that filters out the noise of doubt. And if you obey quickly, you will see doors swing wide that others have only prayed for. I am speaking to you now because I know your heart is ready to hear what I could not reveal before. There were parts of you that still clung to safety, to familiar ground, to the comfort of preparation over execution. That part had to die for you to carry this assignment without compromise. You have been stripped of false dependencies so that when I send you, nothing will pull you backward. You have learned that my provision comes in the moment it is needed, not before. And this has trained you for the swiftness required now. The last obstacles you face before stepping out are not external, but internal, and they are crumbling even as you read these words. I am bringing your spirit into full alignment with my command. You will not falter when the trumpet sounds. Chosen one, I have hidden you for a reason, and the unveiling will not be gradual. It will be sudden, a shift in atmosphere that even those far from me will recognize. One day you will be moving in the ordinary rhythm of life, and the next you will find yourself in the center of divine assignment. Do not underestimate how quickly I can move you from obscurity to visibility when it serves my purpose. This is why I told you not to despise the hidden seasons. They have preserved you from premature exposure. You are emerging with strength that cannot be manufactured, for it has been birthed in the fire of obedience. When I lift you, it will be to carry out the most strategic move of your life. This is the hour for which you were born. I have placed specific words in your mouth that will be needed in precise moments ahead. These words will not be for everyone, but for the ones whose lives are hanging in the balance. You will not need to force influence, for the authority I give will draw the right ears to you. I will send you into conversations that seem casual, but are in fact assignments in disguise. Your role will be to deliver what I have placed in your spirit without fear of reaction. Some will reject it, but others will be marked forever by what you release. You will learn that obedience is never wasted, even when the results are unseen. Every word spoken in alignment with my spirit will accomplish what I send it to do. The final step will test whether you have learned to lean entirely on my leading. You will not be able to navigate it by experience alone, for it will be unlike anything you have faced. Your training has been thorough, but now comes the part where trust outweighs understanding. I will take you into spaces where the familiar rules no longer apply, yet my voice will guide you with precision. It will be as though each step illuminates only when your foot moves forward. This is not a flaw in the plan. It is the plan. I am not asking you to be fearless, only to let faith be stronger than your fear, and as you obey, you will see the impossible bow to my command. Chosen One, the weight of this moment is greater than you realize, for the atmosphere itself is shifting in preparation for your obedience. The resistance you feel pressing against you is not a sign you are off course. It is confirmation you are stepping into territory the enemy thought he could keep. Every time you take one step forward in faith, it destabilizes plans set against you long before you were born. Hell does not resist the silent or the inactive. It resists the one who carries my fire and is about to release it. That is why the pressure is heavier now. It is the final push before breakthrough. I am not calling you to survive this pressure, but to use it as fuel to advance. The enemy is already losing ground, and he knows it. That is why you must keep moving without pause. The distractions that are circling you are strategic, designed to pull your eyes from what I have placed ahead of you. But you will not be moved, for I have set your heart like flint toward my will. Every lure toward fear, offense, or weariness is an attempt to drain the urgency I placed within you. These are not random inconveniences. They are precision strikes against your focus. When you recognize them for what they are, their power over you will break instantly. You will begin to see each distraction as confirmation of your importance in this hour. I am equipping you to rise above the noise, for I have not brought you this far to watch you stumble here. Your eyes will remain fixed on what I have spoken. The people who cannot see your calling will speak as though they know your limits, but they do not know what I have placed in you. They measure by history, but I measure by destiny. If you let their words define you, you will step out of the identity I gave you. This is the time to stand in the truth of my voice over every other sound. You are not who they remember, you are who I have called you to be now. Their inability to see does not change my vision for you. In the days ahead, I will make it evident that what I spoke over you is not a matter of opinion, but a matter of divine decree. Hold to that, and do not retreat. You have felt the tension of this transition, as though one chapter is ending without the next fully revealed. That sensation is intentional. It keeps you leaning on me instead of your own clarity. I will give you the next step when it is time to move, not before. If you try to fill in the gaps with your own plans, you will step ahead of my timing. Trust that I am positioning you exactly where you need to be when the signal comes. You will not miss it, for I have already tuned your spirit to hear my call. What seems like delay is precise alignment, and when the moment arrives, you will move with a confidence that leaves no room for second guessing. Before we go on, let's pause for a quick moment. Go ahead and like this video. It helps this message reach others like you. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss what's coming next, and drop 55 in the comments. That's your prophetic code for covenant, new beginnings, and divine alignment. Chosen One, you have been trained to recognize my hand even in what seems chaotic. The shaking around you is not a sign of collapse, but of clearing. I am removing what cannot sustain the weight of what is coming. You will see structures fall that once seemed immovable, and in their place I will build something you never imagined. This is why I told you not to cling to what is passing away. It would only anchor you to a season that has expired. I am leading you into a place where the foundation is unshakable, because it is built on my word. Every shift you see is part of that construction. Trust me as I rearrange what you thought would remain the same. There will be moments in this final step where silence will speak louder than explanation. Not every move I instruct you to make will be for public understanding. Some will question, some will misinterpret, but they do not need to approve what I have ordered. You must learn to guard the assignment until it is ready to be revealed. I'm training you in the discipline of discretion, for premature exposure can weaken what I am building through you. This is not secrecy born of fear, it is strategy born of wisdom. You will see the fruit of this when what I birth through you emerges in its full strength. Until then, hold it close and walk it out with me. I am also placing you near key people whose influence will open doors you could never force open yourself. This is not about networking in the way the world understands it. It is about divine alignment. These connections are not for your comfort, but for your mission. I will weave them into your journey at the right moments, and you will know who is from me by the peace that rests when you walk with them. Some alliances will be brief but powerful. Others will remain for the long term. Do not cling to either beyond their appointed time. Relationships in this season will be about movement, not attachment. They will advance you toward the completion of what I have spoken. You will find that as you step into these final stages, what once felt difficult will now flow with ease. This is not because the task has become smaller, but because your capacity has expanded. The weight that would have crushed you before will now feel light in my hands. You will move in strength you did not know you had, because it will not be yours, it will be mine working through you. The trials that once made you question will now serve as fuel for your faith. You will see how every tear watered the ground for this moment, and as you walk it out, you will understand why I could not bring you here any sooner. The final step is not just about what happens next, it is about who you have become to carry it. Chosen one, the acceleration you are about to experience will defy every calculation and prediction. The pace of my unfolding plan will bypass natural processes, because what I am doing in you and through you is supernatural. What once took years will take weeks, and what once seemed impossible will become your new normal. You will not be able to credit strategy or skill for this shift. It will be evident to all that it was my hand. This acceleration is not random. It is the reward of years you have sown in obedience even when no one was watching. I am honoring every private yes you have whispered to me in moments of uncertainty. Each act of faith has become a building block for the sudden moves you are about to witness, and you will see the fruit of obedience arrive faster than you ever dreamed. This rapid movement will also expose the true nature of those around you. Some will celebrate your advancement because they have prayed for you in secret. Others will grow silent or distant as the pace of my favor confronts their own complacency. Do not be distracted by either response. I have called you to walk forward regardless of applause or absence. Those who are meant to be with you will match the pace I set for you. Those who cannot will fall away without your interference. This is not rejection, it is pruning. The field you are entering requires alignment, not overcrowding. Let me choose who runs beside you, for I know who is equipped for this next stretch. I will place you in situations that appear too large for your capacity, but they will be precisely scaled for my strength in you. You will stand in rooms you once thought were unreachable and find yourself speaking with clarity and authority that surprises even you. Do not measure your ability against the size of the task. Measure it against the size of the one who sent you. My resources are without limit, and they flow to the assignments I ordain. This is not about your comfort. It is about my kingdom's advancement. You will realize that the pressure of these moments is not a burden, but a privilege, for I have entrusted you with opportunities that carry eternal weight. Walk into them with the confidence of one backed by heaven. You will notice that as you obey quickly, obstacles dissolve before you even touch them. This is because my favor is moving ahead of you, clearing the path. What others struggled for will be placed in your hands without striving. This is not favoritism. It is fulfillment of what I promised when you chose to trust me over every competing voice. The ease you experience will not make the assignment less significant. It will reveal how powerfully I move when you refuse to delay. I will make it impossible for you to deny my hand in the details. The evidence will be too precise, too timely, to be explained any other way. This is the way I confirm to my chosen that they are exactly where they are meant to be. Chosen one, there is a stirring in the spiritual realm that you have been feeling, but could not yet name. That stirring is the collision of my promises with their appointed time. Every prophecy, every whispered assurance, every scripture I led you to in seasons past is converging into this moment. You will see connections between events that once felt unrelated. You will look back and understand why certain doors had to remain closed until now. I was weaving a tapestry that could only be revealed in its fullness when the timing aligned. Now that alignment has come, and nothing can stop what I am setting in motion. Your role is to move when I say move, without letting the old season's pace dictate your new one. The shift you are entering is not just about external change, it will also recalibrate your internal world. The way you see yourself will change as you watch me do through you what you once thought belonged only to others. This will not inflate your pride, but anchor your identity in my truth. You will stop apologizing for the authority I have given you, and you will carry it without hesitation. The hesitation that once caused you to second guess will vanish as you see how urgently the world needs what I have placed inside you. I am not sending you as an observer, but as a participant in this final movement. Your voice, your presence, your obedience, all of it is essential in this hour, and you will feel the weight of that not as a burden, but as purpose fulfilled. You will begin to see signs of my movement in the smallest details, and they will serve as constant reminders that you are on the right path. A word from a stranger, an unexpected resource, a sudden breakthrough, all will be confirmations that you are walking in the center of my will. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are signals that heaven is actively partnering with you. These signs will strengthen you when opposition rises. They will remind you that no matter how fierce the resistance, you are not walking alone. My hand will remain upon you, steadying your steps and guarding your path. And you will walk forward with a certainty that cannot be shaken by the noise around you. The urgency I am placing in you now is not a feeling to ignore. It is a divine alert. It will wake you in the night, interrupt your thoughts in the day, and drive you to prepare even when there is no visible reason to do so. This is because when the moment to act comes, there will be no time for scrambling. I am drawing your attention to specific areas so that nothing catches you unready. The final step is not about scrambling for position. It is about stepping into what is already prepared for you. This is why I am pressing you to focus, to clear out the clutter, and to listen closely. The closer you walk with me now, the swifter your obedience will be when the trumpet sounds. Chosen one, I have been removing the illusions that once made you hesitant to trust me fully. You have learned through the stripping away that nothing in this world is more secure than my word. The false promises of systems, people, and personal plans have been exposed for their instability. This was not to harm you, but to anchor you in what cannot be shaken. The final step will require this unshakable trust, for you will walk into places where the ground feels uncertain beneath your feet. Yet you will not sink because my hand will be your foundation. Others will question how you can stand so steadily in a season of such turbulence. They will not understand that your stability is not circumstantial, it is spiritual. There will be a release of clarity over your life that will silence every remaining doubt. What once felt like scattered pieces will suddenly form a clear picture of my direction for you. The confusion you wrestled with in the past will not return because you have learned to hear my voice above every competing noise. This clarity will not just be for you. It will be a light for others who are still navigating uncertainty. I will use your obedience to mark the path for those I am calling behind you. Your steps will serve as proof that I guide my own with precision. Even in moments when you cannot explain the why, you will know with certainty the what and the when. That is the level of trust I have built in you for this hour. I am also restoring the strength you thought you lost in past battles. Every wound that made you question your capacity is being healed in my presence. I am not just returning you to where you were before the pain, I am advancing you beyond it. You will carry authority in areas where you once felt defeated. This is the divine exchange, ashes for beauty, mourning for joy, heaviness for praise. What was meant to weaken you has now become the very ground where your boldness will stand. You will no longer shrink back from opportunities because of old scars. Instead, you will step forward with a renewed confidence that reflects the victory I have secured for you. You have asked me why the resistance grew stronger the closer you came to this moment. The answer is because the enemy knows the final step is irreversible. Once you take it, the influence I release through you cannot be contained. The opposition is not about your past. It is about your future. But you will see how powerless that opposition truly is when confronted with my authority. You will not need to fight in your own strength. I will go before you and dismantle what was set against you. The battle will be mine, but the victory will be shared with you, and the testimony that emerges will silence the voices that once doubted you. The path I am leading you on will not always appear as progress to those watching. Some seasons will look like stillness from the outside, but they will be moments of deep construction in the unseen. You must learn to value the invisible work as much as the visible outcome. The world measures movement by results, but I measure it by obedience. If I tell you to wait, it will be purposeful. If I tell you to move, it will be strategic. Every step is designed to carry you toward the completion of what I have spoken. Trust me enough to follow, even when the terrain is unfamiliar. I am not only taking you to the destination, I am shaping who you will be when you arrive. In this final stretch, I will also bring a fresh flow of wisdom to guide your decisions. This wisdom will be sharper, swifter, and more precise than anything you have experienced before. It will come in the form of sudden insight, divine ideas, and strategic discernment about people and opportunities. You will recognize the difference between my wisdom and your own thoughts because it will carry peace, even in urgent moments. This wisdom will protect you from traps set in the form of opportunities. It will show you where to invest your energy and where to walk away without hesitation. This will be one of your greatest weapons in completing what I have assigned to you, and it will be available to you every time you lean into my presence. Chosen One, I am also about to restore to you what you thought was lost forever. Years you believed were wasted will suddenly produce fruit, because I have been guarding the seeds you planted long ago. The harvest will not come in the same form you expected, but it will surpass what you imagined. This restoration is not simply repayment, it is multiplication. I am returning what was stolen and adding to it, so that the loss becomes unrecognizable in light of the gain. You will see how I have been weaving redemption into every setback. This is why I told you to hold your peace. I was not finished writing the ending, and now that the ending is in sight, you will watch it unfold with awe. The final step is not an ending, but the beginning of the fullness I have promised. It is the threshold where preparation becomes fulfillment, and where faith becomes sight. The moment your foot crosses it, you will feel the shift in your spirit. Everything you have endured will make sense in the light of what I release. You will no longer question why the journey required such endurance. You will see that nothing was wasted. My glory will cover this step in such a way that it becomes undeniable to all who witness it, and you will know without question, this was the moment I created you for. Chosen One, I have been training you to hear my voice in the midst of noise, because the days ahead will require precision. The enemy will attempt to cloud your path with confusion, yet my instructions will cut through like a sharp blade. You will learn to move on what I speak without needing the approval of anyone else. This is not arrogance, it is obedience. I have not called you to take a vote on your assignment. I have called you to complete it. In this final step, the clarity you carry will become a dividing line between those who move with me and those who hesitate. You will walk in the confidence of knowing that every word I give is both truth and timing. And those who follow your lead will do so because they recognize my voice in yours. I am also equipping you to operate in authority you have not yet experienced. This authority is not for self-promotion, but for advancing the work I have given you. It will confront darkness and dismantle lies without you needing to raise your voice. Your presence alone, anchored in my spirit, will shift the atmosphere. This will unsettle those aligned with deception, but it will also draw those desperate for truth. You will learn that the greatest displays of power are not always loud. They are consistent, unshakable, and rooted in my will. I am placing this mantle on you so that you can stand unflinching in the face of opposition. This authority is not temporary. It will mark you for the rest of your journey. In this season, I will also expose hidden things that were intended to derail your progress. Secrets, false motives, and unseen snares will come into the light. I am not revealing them to frighten you, but to protect you. As these things come into view, you will be able to navigate around them without wasting energy on unnecessary battles. This is part of my strategy for you. Not every fight is yours to engage. The wisdom to discern which battles to face and which to bypass will keep your focus sharp. And with that focus, you will conserve your strength for the assignments that truly matter. There will be moments when I call you to speak with boldness that feels beyond your natural temperament. This will be my spirit, giving you the courage to say what must be said, even if it is uncomfortable. These words will carry weight because they will be saturated with my authority. They will pierce through deception, confront compromise, and release freedom to those who receive them. Do not shrink back when this happens, for I have prepared the hearts of those who need to hear. Some will be delivered instantly, others will wrestle with the truth before it transforms them. Either way, your obedience will set something in motion that will not be stopped. The acceleration I am bringing will also require that you travel lighter than before. This means releasing anything, relationships, habits, responsibilities, that cannot keep up with where I am taking you. I know it will not be easy, but it will be necessary. The weight you carry into this final step must be the weight of my glory, not the baggage of past seasons. You will find that the lighter you travel, the quicker you move. This release will not be loss. It will be freedom. And with that freedom, you will have the capacity to receive the increase I am pouring out. Chosen one, there will be divine opportunities that come disguised as small beginnings. Do not despise them. These moments will be the seeds of greater things to come, though they may not look impressive at first. I will test your faithfulness in what seems small before releasing you into the vastness I have promised. Every step of obedience, no matter how insignificant it appears, is a key unlocking the next door. You will see how these small acts create a chain reaction of breakthroughs. And when the fullness comes, you will recognize that it was built on moments others would have overlooked. I will also heighten your discernment so you can identify the difference between good and God. Not every opportunity is my assignment, and in this season, you must know the difference quickly. What seems attractive to the natural eye may be a detour in disguise. My spirit will alert you before you step into what could drain your strength or distract your focus. Trust that when I say no, it is always to protect the yes I have for you. As you honor my direction in this, you will see how much faster you arrive where I am leading you. This is the discipline that separates those who walk in fullness from those who settle for fragments. When the moment comes to take this final step, it will feel like stepping off the shore into deep waters. You will not see the bottom, but you will feel the strength of my current carrying you. This is the place where faith overtakes sight and trust becomes your lifeline. You will learn that it is in the deep that my provision flows without limit. I have not called you to remain in the shallows where it feels safe. I have called you to launch out into the fullness of my purpose. And in that deep, you will find not only what I promised, but more than you had the courage to ask for. This is the reward for trusting me to the end. Chosen one, you are entering a phase where my instructions will come with a sharper edge. They will cut away lingering hesitation and expose any fear still hiding in your heart. This is not to condemn you, but to prepare you for precise execution of my will. The assignments in this final stretch cannot be approached with half measures or divided focus. You will find that clarity brings with it a new urgency, and that urgency will not allow you to delay. I have not been preparing you for a gentle stroll, but for a decisive advance. The terrain ahead demands confidence in every step you take, and I am giving you that confidence through the continual confirmation of my presence. There will be sudden moments when I open doors without warning, and you will have to step through immediately. These will not be times for prolonged analysis or second-guessing. The opportunity will be tied to the timing, and the timing will be mine. I am training you now to respond in faith at the first whisper of my voice. The world will call it risk, but you will know it is obedience. Every step you take in sync with my spirit will lead to multiplied impact. Do not let the fear of imperfection hold you back from action, for I perfect what is surrendered to me. The world is moving quickly, but my kingdom is moving faster. As you move, I will give you insight into the spiritual climate of the places I send you. You will sense when the atmosphere is ready for breakthrough, and when it requires intercession before you act. This sensitivity will be your compass, allowing you to work with heaven's timing rather than against it. You will find that even your presence in a place will begin to shift its spiritual alignment. Walls will crumble, heaviness will lift, and light will pierce through simply because you are walking in my authority. This is not about your power. It is about my presence moving through you. You are a carrier of my glory, and everywhere you go, that glory will confront darkness. I will also draw people to you whose hearts have been crying out for answers. They will not always know why they feel safe in your presence, but it will be because they sense me. You will speak words that go beyond your natural knowledge, addressing the exact questions and wounds they have carried in silence. This is the prophetic flow I am activating in you for this season. It will require sensitivity, humility, and boldness. Some will resist the truth at first, but seeds will be planted that will bear fruit long after you have moved on. Others will respond immediately, and their transformation will be visible and undeniable. In both cases, your obedience will be the trigger for change. Chosen one, I am also increasing the weight of your intercession. Your prayers will carry greater authority, shifting circumstances in the spiritual realm before they manifest in the natural. This will not be the quiet, passive prayer of past seasons. It will be prayer that strikes with precision and produces immediate results. You will see closed doors open, hardened hearts soften, and impossible situations turn in your favor through the power of these prayers. This authority comes from the depth of your surrender, not the volume of your words. Heaven responds when you pray because you are aligned with my will. And in this alignment, you will experience a level of answered prayer you have never known before. I will also bring restoration to areas you stopped believing could change. Places in your life that seemed permanently broken will suddenly be rebuilt. Relationships you had released into my hands will be healed or replaced with something better than you imagined. Losses you thought would define your story will be overshadowed by blessings you never expected. This restoration will be so complete that you will no longer see the scars as shameful, but as proof of my faithfulness. You will testify that nothing surrendered to me ever truly dies. It is transformed. And this testimony will give hope to those who are on the verge of giving up. The discipline you have developed in obscurity will now be your greatest asset in visibility. You will not be distracted by the attention or swayed by the opinions of those who suddenly notice you. The humility forged in hidden seasons will anchor you as I elevate you. I am not promoting you to feed your ego, but to position you where my light can reach farther. You will remember that the same voice that called you in secret is the one guiding you in public. This is why your identity must remain rooted in me and not in what you accomplish. The fruit of your life will always point back to me. The moment you take this final step, the acceleration will become unstoppable. Opportunities will align so seamlessly that you will know they were orchestrated from the beginning. Provision will appear exactly when needed, and doors you didn't even know existed will open in front of you. You will walk in a rhythm where effort and outcome are no longer mismatched. Your labor will produce immediate and visible fruit. The harvest will be so great that you will need help to gather it. And in gathering, you will see that this abundance is not for hoarding, but for distributing. The step you are about to take will not just change your life, it will change the lives of everyone connected to you. Chosen one, the season you are stepping into will carry the sound of fulfillment. What you have prayed for in secret will now be revealed in the open. This unveiling will not come with strain, but with the ease of my timing. You will find yourself walking into rooms already prepared for your arrival, with assignments already aligned to your strengths. Every place your foot touches will confirm that I have gone before you. The uncertainty that once slowed you will be replaced with steady confidence. You will move with assurance because you know the one who sent you is still leading you. This is the difference between striving and being sent. I will bring into your path people whose destinies are connected to your obedience. Some will be waiting for the very word I have placed in your spirit. Others will need your courage to ignite their own. Do not underestimate the weight of these interactions. A single conversation in my timing can unlock years of delay in someone's life. You will begin to see that my work through you often happens in what the world calls small moments. Every assignment is strategic, no matter how ordinary it looks. You are not walking randomly, you are walking by divine appointment, and every appointment will leave a mark that echoes into eternity. The authority you carry will dismantle strongholds without unnecessary conflict. You will not need to force open what I have already unlocked. Your words will carry precision, targeting the root of the matter without wasting energy on distractions. This is why I have trained your ears to hear me clearly. In this season, you cannot afford to speak without my leading. When you release what I have given you, it will hit its target without fail. The resistance that once intimidated you will now retreat at the sound of my truth in your mouth. And you will know that this is not your power, but my spirit flowing through you. Chosen one, as you take this final step, I am removing the last traces of fear. Fear will have no seat in the places I am sending you. You will see that what once made you tremble is now powerless against the faith I have built in you. This courage will not feel forced. It will be the natural result of walking closely with me. And in this courage you will find a new joy rising, because you will finally be living in the fullness of what I promised. That joy will draw others to me through your life. And in that joy you will complete the assignments I have entrusted to you without hesitation. Let's lock this in right now. Tap that like button. It helps this message reach the ones who need it. Hit subscribe so you stay connected for what's ahead. And type 55 in the comments, your prophetic sign of covenant, fresh alignment, and new beginnings. The provision that flows to you in this season will not only sustain you, it will empower you to release blessings on others. You will be positioned to meet needs you didn't even know existed until I placed them before you. This is how my kingdom advances, through willing vessels who hold nothing back. As you pour out, I will continually refill you. There will be no lack in your house, because your source is not the economy but my endless supply. This truth will free you from anxiety about resources. You will be able to focus on the mission without distraction. And your testimony will be that obedience always brings provision. I am also sending you into places where my name has been silenced. These environments will not change you. You will change them. You will carry light into spaces that have grown accustomed to darkness. This light will not just illuminate, it will expose what has been hidden. Your presence will bring conviction to some and comfort to others. Do not be surprised when opposition rises quickly. It is a sign that the atmosphere is shifting. Stand firm and release what I give you. The results will speak for themselves. Chosen one, I am breaking cycles that have lingered in your life and in the lives of those connected to you. What stopped previous generations will not stop you. You will carry breakthrough in areas that others thought were permanently blocked. This will not happen by your striving, but by my power flowing through your surrendered life. You will see doors open that were closed for decades. You will step into territories that have been waiting for someone with the authority to claim them. And when you do, the impact will ripple beyond anything you have imagined. The influence I give you will not be for your comfort, but for my cause. You will carry it with humility, understanding that influence is a tool, not a trophy. Many will be drawn to the light on your life, but you will point them back to me. This is how my kingdom grows, not through self-promotion, but through the exaltation of my name. Every platform I place you on will become an altar. Every conversation will become an opportunity for transformation. This is the life I have called you to walk in, and this is the life you will now fully embrace. Chosen one, you have reached the threshold and nothing stands between you and the fulfillment of what I spoke. The preparation has been long, but the moment will be sudden. You will not need to force the door open. It will swing wide because I decreed it. The ground you are about to step on is holy, for it has been set apart for my purpose. Every tear, every delay, every battle has been leading to this. You will realize that I have been faithful in every detail, even in the moments you could not see my hand. The enemy's last attempt to intimidate you will dissolve in the light of my truth, and you will step forward with the assurance that this is the hour for which you were created. I am calling you to lift your eyes and see beyond yourself. This final step is not only about your destiny, it is about the lives that will be changed through your obedience. You will be a carrier of answers, solutions, and breakthroughs that others have been praying for. The weight of this calling is not a burden, but an honor. You have been entrusted with influence, not for recognition, but for impact. As you walk in this, you will find joy in giving more than receiving. Every act of obedience will release a ripple of transformation that reaches farther than you know. And in eternity, you will see the full harvest of what you sow now. The sound of completion is in the air and heaven is rejoicing over your readiness. This is the moment where preparation and purpose collide. I have equipped you, refined you, and positioned you for a move that will change everything. You will see my power displayed in ways that leave no doubt who is at work. The same hand that called you from obscurity will now place you where my light can shine through you without obstruction. You will be a sign to others that I keep my word. The time for hesitation is over. The time for action is now. And as you step, you will feel the wind of my spirit carrying you forward.